How's it going? This is Hoiman, and today we're taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Shiny Luminous figure. So this is a web exclusive figure, but you do have a window display to see the figure inside, and then the box has a nice pink color scheme. And then on the side you have pictures of the figure. Same for the other side. And then the window continues to the top of the box. And then bottom you have some legal stuff. And in the back you have various pictures of the figure, and then it also advertises Cure Black and Cure White as well. And then to open the box, just lift open the side cover. And then lift open the front cover. And there's the figure all together with her accessories. So first up, you do get some instructions showing what the figure comes with and how to operate the accessories. Very self-explanatory. So here's the actual figure itself, and overall I'd say this is a really nice looking figure. It's very solid overall. And the sculpt is just really nice on this figure. So taking a closer look at the face, I feel that they captured the likeness of the character really well. Looks just like her from pretty much all angles. I think the only drawback from the face is that the fringes of her hair don't really connect to the rest of the hair that well, so it looks a bit jarring, but isn't super noticeable. And then moving down to her outfit, she has the translucent red for the gem on her heart. Looks really nice, and then the bow is nicely sculpted and it is a softer material. Same for the whole skirt, it's a whole soft material, and then it's really nicely sculpted as well, and the paintwork is very nice overall. And then all the ribbons here are softer material as well, but I will say this piece is extra fragile since it's only connected by a thin piece here. So it looks like it can easily break off, so you have to be careful of this pouch. And moving down to her gloves, again nicely sculpted, lots of good detail, and the paintwork is very clean for the most part. And down to her boots, again you can see all the creases and folds, looks very nice, and then the ribbons and bows are nicely painted as well. And then down to her actual shoes, again nicely sculpted and very well painted overall. And then moving up to her hair, which is probably the figure's most impressive, but also the most downside to the figure, which I will get to in a bit. But for the most part, they are very well sculpted. You can see all the strands and the detailing in the hair is very nice, but they do have a seam line that kind of runs down the hair. And then you can especially see it on the sides here, which does kind of detract from the figure a bit, but they aren't too noticeable. So for articulation, the neck is on the double ball joint, so she can look down about that much and look up that much, and then she can tilt her head side to side and also twist. And then moving on to the hair, they are connected by ball joints, so you can move them side to side, and then you can also rotate them as well. And this is what I meant by the drawback of the figure, is that because these are really large pieces of hair, they are solid, so that makes them really heavy, and therefore it really weighs down the figure. So she kind of ends up kind of looking up quite a bit of the time. And to add that, her waist joint is quite loose as well. When you try to stand the figure, she does tend to kind of lean back because of how heavy the hair is. So you can't really stand this figure without a display stand. But moving on, the shoulder is on a ball joint which connects to the torso, so you can move that around however you want, and it's also connected to a hinge, so you can bring your arm out all the way to the side and then also move them forwards and back. And this is probably another minor gripe with the figure, is that these shoulder pads here are connected to a ball joint at the back, and these allow them to cup over the shoulder. And like I mentioned with Cure Black and Cure White, they don't really follow the arm when you move them. and it can look a bit awkward in certain angles, but with this figure in particular, because they're just kind of lying on top, they don't really affect the shoulder too much, so they look a bit more natural. But it does still leave a bit of a gap, but you can try to maneuver the shoulder to kind of hide it, so it's not too much of a problem. And then she does have the bicep swivel, and then she has a single jointed elbow, and then she also has the ball jointed wrist. And then we come to the torso, which is connected by a single ball joint. So she can lean about that much forward and go back that much. And then she can lean side to side as well as twist. And like I already mentioned, the skirt is a softer material and it's divided into 4 pieces. So this allows for pretty much the whole range of her leg articulation. So like I already said, she has the waist joint. So you can move her legs about however you want and also twist. And then the hips themselves are connected to ball joints. So she can kick about that far to the side. And then kick forward that much. Kick back that much. And then she does have the thigh swivel. And then she's got the single jointed knees. And then she's got the ball jointed ankle. So you can go back about that much. Forward that much, can tilt side to side and also twist, and then she has the toe hinge as well. And because this piece is a solid piece, it does kind of restrict her ankle a bit, but you can still get quite a lot of movement from it. So overall, she has all the articulation you'd expect a Figuarts figure to have, and like I already said, the only downside to the figure is the weight of her hair. It really does weigh down the figure, resulting in she can't really stand on her own without a stand, because she'll just kind of fall down like so. But other than that, it's a very well articulated figure. But that's the figure. Let's take a look at the accessories. So for faces, she comes with a default smiling face, a serious staring face, an open mouth happy face, and also an angry shouting face. For hands, she comes with a pair of fists, 2 open palmed hands, 2 posing styled hands, 2 relaxed open palmed hands, 2 hands to hold her weapons, 1 chopping hand, and then 1 special hand to hold her weapon. And then she does come with her main weapon as well. It's very nicely sculpted and detailed. And then she also comes with this attachment, so you can attach the weapon onto it. And you just attach these pegs into the figure's arms. She also comes with a weapon which is opened, again nicely sculpted and detailed. And then she also comes with this stand so that you can attach the weapon to it. And then this piece just attaches to her arm, and then here is connected by a swivel so you can spin the weapon around. She also comes with an interchangeable chest piece, and she also comes with her 2 fairies, which are very nicely sculpted and detailed, and they do both have the swivels for their heads so you can move them about. But I think the only downside to these figures is that they have a hard time standing on their own. So it's just something to keep in mind. And then finally she comes with a display base. So it does actually have the name of the character as well as a nice heart pattern. And then it comes with the stand itself as well. So my final thoughts on the figure: if you're a huge fan of this character or the show itself, then I highly recommend this figure. But like I already said, because of the weight of the hair and kind of loose joints in the hips, she does have a lot of trouble standing on her own without a stand. So it's just something to keep in mind of. But other than that, she's a very nice sculpt, comes with a really good range of accessories, and is a very accurate representation of the character. That's my review. Thank you for watching and enjoy some pictures.